I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. First down, Kaepernick. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Bortles now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
With Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee.
Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Their own 2-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's the option. And incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Back on the option.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. That catch good for only a couple. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get this back to the 32. Yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 4.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he whips that one incomplete there. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 76 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
17-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he'll let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 83 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
For Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Bortles. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 81 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The 48.
Kaepernick going to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And 3.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Bust through the tackle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3. Brings up
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Kaepernick's going to keep it. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. What a run there. You've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. So
after the INT, it's Bortles. Smith catches left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Tennessee.
Mike 56, Mike 56. You're not ready.
To throw is Bortles. And right side, Henry's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Bortles. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Bortles again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Bortles. Rolling to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
A.J. Brown.
3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First down.
They'll run with Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019, with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns, went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go with Thompson again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 8.
Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards.
26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's good.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Thompson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays. Possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made by Harold Landry. A 2-yard pickup.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run it here with Thompson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that. but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the carry, Thompson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He can run for Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all